guys, it's Robin, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got a really exciting video. I've got cold sniffs of the Harvest bundle here. There are 5 bars in this bundle and it comes with this cute little bag and it's just super cute for gifting or just to have. I got 2 sets. I love these. So the side has a print. It's got like ghosts and cats and witches hats and spider webs and pumpkins. And then the front just says no tricks, just treats on both sides. And it is a cloth reusable bag. It does seem to be kind of like plasticized on the front, so it's like waterproof. It is very small. I would call it like a miniature bag. Like compared to my hand, it's like smaller than my hand. So I wouldn't say you could pack like a lunch in here or anything. I would say like even for a kid's lunch, this would be too small. And I would say for a trick-or-treat bag, unless you're gonna be like hitting 3 houses and calling it a night, this is probably not the trick-or-treat bag you want. But it is very cute, good for packing bars in. I'm trying to think of what else we could use this bag for. So that might be our challenge for the video. If you can think of things to store in a bag about this size, I would say it is like 3.5 inches wide, maybe even 4, probably 3.5, by like maybe 5 or 6 inches. Let me know what you think we could store in these. So let's get some ideas going for all these little bags we're about to have. So I also have the scents. Now I've got one in my warmer right now. It hasn't even melted yet fully, so warm reviews will be coming in the next week or so. I also have the Frightfully Delightful bar here, the new Disney scent. And I just wanted to let you guys know also that there is a new collection coming up. It'll be on my website on Monday the 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it's the Princess Collection. So Cinderella's Carriage is coming back, as well as the Cinderella bar, Happily Ever After, as well as 2 fragrance flowers in the Dahlia Darling shape, and they're going to be pink, like pink liquid that goes into the flower to turn them pink. And there will be True Love Awaits and Dream Big Princess, which is a new Disney scent that they're coming out with for this particular launch. So the Dream Big Princess scent consists, oh, there goes Ben. The Dream Big Princess scent consists of lemon, orange, bubblegum, whipped vanilla, and coconut milk, which sounds like a really fruity, citrusy, kind of fun, bright, childy scent. So I think that'll be really fun. I'm gonna pick that up for my daughter's room. But yeah, that'll be available in the bar and the fragrance flower. And yeah, so that'll be available all on this Monday, the 14th. So let's go through here. I had placed a couple orders this day. I had placed this order with the Harvest bundles and the August scent of the month pink leather, which I just smelled for the first time, and Frightfully Delightful, the Disney bar coming up in the Harvest collection. And then I had placed an order for the new season scent tester kit, which is the 10 full-size bars of the new release scents. I placed those orders like within 5 minutes of each other. They were like directly next to each other and they shipped at about the same time. But for some reason, the courier has them like 2 days apart in delivery. So one got hung up somewhere, obviously. So these ones are here today, the Harvest collection. My 10 new bars are scheduled to come Monday. So a couple days to wait, but that's okay because it's gonna let me warm through these and get warm reviews of these up before the 10 new bars arrive. So that's just how we're rolling this month. So I thought we would go through the Frightfully Delightful scent first. This is a standalone bar. It is going to be in the licensed collection, which means it can be bundled with other licensed bars or purchased separately. And these scents are 50 cents more than the regular Scentsy bars because they are Disney. So you do have the really cute label with the warmer that's coming, September 1st, the pumpkin warmer. So we have a picture of the pumpkin it's inspired by on the bar. Orange wax. I'm going to grab scent descriptions from the Harvest brochure. If you're one of my customers, you will be receiving a catalog and happy mail with the Harvest brochure as well in the next little while here. I'm going to get those done up this weekend and shipped out. So Frightfully Delightful. The scent description is extraordinary golden pumpkin illuminated with bright harvest peach and delightful touches of whipped vanilla and brown sugar. Delivers the thrills of the season. So golden pumpkin, harvest peach, whipped vanilla, and brown sugar. So this one, when I had read the notes, I kind of wondered with the pumpkin and the peach, if that was going to read like Perfect Pumpkin Pear or something along that line or something more bakery. This one, to my nose, is quite close to not Very Berry Pumpkin, but Perfect Pumpkin Pear. If you're a fan of Perfect Pumpkin Pear, I think you're going to like this. It kind of reminds me of if you took like 2 cubes of Perfect Pumpkin Pear and mixed in a cube of Gimme Candy. It is a sweeter, denser, more syrupy version of Perfect Pumpkin Pear. not to be confused with Very Peri Pumpkin, which I personally can't stand. Some people love. This is a very syrupy, heavy, syrupy, decadent scent. On the back, I get a really heavy peach. I would say like almost like kind of a, it has like almost a funk to it. It's kind of a like really, really ripe candied peach. I would say it is kind of a buttery scent. I do get brown sugar, but it's kind of a heavy, rich, buttery bakery scent. It's a lot. This is a fairly strong scent on cold as well. I think it's going to perform quite well. We'll see. But it's strong and heavy and syrupy and rich and very, very bakery decadent. This is a very specific kind of bakery. This is like, I wouldn't call it a fruity bakery, despite the fact that there's a hefty peach note here. There's a lot of peach, but it's not a fruity bakery. I think a fruity bakery is being lighter. This is very heavy, very saturated. Yeah, so we'll see how this one does. It is kind of exactly how I expected it to smell. One of my teammates had got this. She didn't personally care for it. She thought it smelled a little bit like Cookies for Santa with that butteriness. And I don't necessarily get Cookies for Santa, but I do get where she's coming from with the brown sugar and that butteriness. So it might be one of those things where if you like Cookies for Santa, you might like this. I was kind of hit or miss on Cookies for Santa. It was okay, but it wasn't one that I was in love with. And I like this. I don't know that it's what I'm going to club or anything, but it is a nice, if you're in the right mood, this would be really good. I think also if you liked Warm Pumpkin Drizzle from last summer scent of the month, this might be one you try. Warm Pumpkin Drizzle had a pineapple note that added fruitiness. This one has peach, but they're similar in that they're a syrupy, sweet, fruit-based, rich, decadent bakery. Similar tones. So yeah, I am a fan personally. I can't wait to warm this one. So that is Frightfully Delightful. Next, we're gonna hop into the 5 new bars. So these are all new scents that were created just for this harvest season. We've never smelled these before. Well, I've just smelled them when I got home. So these are not first sniffs for me. These are like second, third, fourth sniffs, but they're cold sniffs. So first up, we have Cashmere Leaves. This is kind of a like burgundy, maroon, brownish red type tone. The wax is more of a burgundy, the label's more of a russet. Cashmere Leaves is apple, falling leaves, and cashmere spice. So this one sounds like it should be kind of your classic rich fall apple spice type scent. And it is, but I would say this is a modern take on that. This is a modern take on apple cinnamon. The cashmere spice here, I think, is what's doing that. You do get a little bit of spice. It's not an overwhelming spice. It's a gentle cinnamon. You do get apple. It's sweet. It could be baked. It could be baked. It's not necessarily baked, but it might be baked. And the cashmere spice is almost like a hint, like in the very, very back of the sniff of like a teeny wisp of smoke, just in the distance. Hardly there at all. But this has a warm richness to it. It is really, really pretty. This is one of my favorites of the 5. Really big fan of this one. This one will be available also in the fragrance flower. Is that right? Yes, this one will be in the fragrance flower as well. I think I will pick it up in the fragrance flower. This is pretty. I would say light medium on cold. It's not light, but it's not quite medium either. It's like light medium, maybe a 4 to 10 in strength on cold. I would say this lends itself well to maybe a study, a bedroom, a TV room, that sort of thing. It's really, really soft and pretty. It just smells homey. This smells like what you would want to like walk in and have your house smell like. I really like this one. So that is Cashmere Leaves. I'm a fan. Next we have Forever Fall. So not to be confused with Fall Feelin'. So we do have a couple fall bar names in September this year. We have Fall Feelin', which is a spiced blood orange scent from the new release section in the catalog. This is Forever Fall. This one is from the Harvest Collection, and it is baked pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and brown sugar. So sweet baked pumpkin. And yeah, this one's like pumpkin baked. I don't get any crust or anything here. This is like you took a pumpkin, chopped it in half, sprinkled it with some brown sugar and cinnamon, and stuck it in the oven. It's nice. It's not overly squashy. It doesn't smell like raw pumpkin. It definitely has a baked tone to it. The spice is moderate. It's not like overly spicy or overly hot. It is just a warm, rich bakery cinnamon. It's really nice. I like that. This again, very much a kind of classic fall scent, but with a modern spin. This isn't as like doughy or sweet as something like pumpkin roll, for instance. I love pumpkin roll. That's in the general catalog right now, or in September 1st. This is less sweet. This is not as sweet as like pumpkin roll or pumpkin cinnamon swirl, but it is bakery pumpkin, cozy fall. Again, what you'd want to walk in and have your house smell like. It's lovely. Big fan. That's forever fall. Next we have Fall Into Love, and this is one where I'm pretty sure this is coming in so many things. This is coming in the fragrance flower, the bar, and also in laundry. So they've kind of gone all in on this scent. This is kind of the one I think they're predicting will do the best. So this one is Fall Into Love, fresh orange peel, cool eucalyptus, and sweet balsam. So orange peel, eucalyptus, and balsam. And that is what this smells like. However, I would swear there's berries in this. They're not in the notes. I smell berries. And I smell berries because this smells a lot to me like Just For You, which was a fir tree scent we had quite a long time ago that had dark berries in the notes as well. And this smells a lot like that. Also kind of like Slytherin. The Slytherin bar has like a pine tree note and dark berries. Similar to that as well. The difference is this has eucalyptus as well, which is kind of a cool, more high-pitched green scent. Yeah. I'm not a fan of eucalyptus myself, generally. But I quite like this. I think I'm going to be happy warming this. It's not one I would get a bunch of just because I'm not into that kind of scent. But I think if you like tree scents or you like eucalyptus, you're going to be a fan. I think also if you're a fruity fan, you may really enjoy this because it does have some orange to it. And I swear I smell berries. So if you smell berries in here, let me know below. If you think I'm crazy, let me know that too. But yeah, this is pretty. It's, again, homey. Like this smells homey. It smells like you would walk in and maybe there's been like a fire in the fireplace in the last couple days. It's almost got, again, like a hint, like a wisp of smokiness or embers or warmth or something. There's something homey about this. It's not just trees and orange and eucalyptus. It also has something cozy in it. And that is one thing I'll say about all 5 of these bars, is they feel very cohesive. They feel like they belong in the same collection. They feel like they're all homey. Like, if that makes sense. Like, they all have a homey feeling to them. Yeah, this is really pretty. I think if you like fresh type scents, you're going to love this. If you don't like fresh type scents, you still might like this. Again, I'm not a fresh type scent person generally, but this I can do. Yeah, so really, really pretty. I would say sweet eucalyptus, balanced by a hefty dose of berry or the orange peel. The orange peel here is not bitter. Yeah, and that balsam is just really like fresh and pretty. Very, very nice. So there's that one. Next we have Dutch Apple Bread. This is the one I was the most excited for because it's bakery. Dutch Apple Bread. This should be bready and appley and sweet and goodness. So the notes on this one are fresh sliced apple, warm cinnamon, rolled oats, and brown sugar. And I was real excited about the oats too, because I like oats in my scents, and like apple and oats. I thought this might be along the lines of apple and oats. It's not. Spoiler alert. This one is lighter on the bakery to me. This is more like apple pie filling. Kind of reminds me of the existing baked apple pie scent, except heavier on the cinnamon and a different kind of cinnamon. That one, baked apple pie is like a classic bakery cinnamon. This, to my nose, is more like a Ceylon cinnamon or a more aromatic, fragrant cinnamon. It almost has like a perfuminess to it, this scent does. And I'm not sure if that's the perfuminess of the cinnamon or the perfuminess of the apple note they've used, but there's something perfumey here. It smells like, if I could imagine a apple pie scented body spray, that kind of reminds me of what this might be like, or an apple pie scented soap or a hand soap or something. That might be what this would be like. It's really nice, but it's not as edible bakery as I was hoping it would be. I do appreciate that it's not cloyingly sweet. That is nice, and I think this would mix beautifully with something like apple and oats, or with like oats and honey or something like that. Yeah, I'm not smelling oats here. I am smelling cinnamon, and a very specific kind of cinnamon. I am smelling apples for sure, Brown sugar. The brown sugar is, I think, adding that depth, but it's not slapping me in the face. It's nice. Again, this might be one for people who don't think they like bakery. If bakery isn't generally your thing and you don't like edible type scents, this might be one you might want to try. If you do like those edible bakery scents, I'm not sure. This is not a favorite bakery of mine. I will warm it. It does smell, when I first pulled this out of the box, it was very light. Like maybe a 2 or 3 out of 10. As it sat and come to room temperature, and as I've just kind of been like smelling it more, it does smell more like maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. But it does smell on the lighter side, but it does smell like it would lend itself well to mixing. So that is Dutch apple bread. It's probably, if I'm being honest, my least favorite of the 5, which is a shocker that the bakery bar is my least favorite of the 5. Although I guess Forever Fall is also kind of a bakery bar. But this is my least favorite of the 5. It's still good. It's still nice. I'm still going to enjoy the heck out of warming this, but there's that one. Next one, this is White Pumpkin and Driftwood, and we have gray for fall. Unexpected. So this one is White Pumpkin, Driftwood, White Cardamom, and Warm Solar Amber. Now, I don't know what Warm Solar Amber is, but I know that Warm Solar Wood is a thing. But this is Solar Amber, and amber can be iffy for me personally, but pumpkin, driftwood, white cardamom, and warm solar amber. So this one's hard to picture because like there's so many notes in there that you don't really know what they smell like. White pumpkin is probably lighter than regular pumpkin. You have cardamom, which some people aren't all that familiar with. Driftwood, an unusual fall scent, and warm solar amber, which is hard to wrap your head around. So it's hard to imagine what this one might smell like. And it's hard to describe too, it turns out. This one is ever so slightly masculine, not very, and I'm not a person who cares for masculine scents at all, but this might be my favorite of the 5, or tied for favorite of the 5. I really like this. This one is like if you toned White Amber and Teak way down, brought it down in intensity by like 70%, just not in strength necessarily, but in the assertiveness of the teak and the amber in White Amber and Teak. Those are very assertive, pushy notes. So mute them quite a bit, tone them down, add some cozy round cuddly pumpkin, and just smooth it out. Smooth all the edges off that scent. This is what you'd be left with. It is like a warm, fuzzy blanket that was sitting near White Amber and Teak. This is really, really nice. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this one. If you haven't smelled White Amber and Teak, Bath & Body Works has a version of it as well. And then Scentsy has it also. It is kind of a warm wood, and the warm wood is the masculine part of that scent. The amber is there. It's kind of a like almost cologne-y perfumey note, but it's not extreme here. If you're scared of White Amber and Teak or don't like White Amber and Teak, try this. This is one that I didn't think I was gonna like. I don't care for masculine scents. I don't care for cologne. Don't care for woodsy all the time. It depends. This is gorgeous. This is smooth and cuddly cozy, and it's got a sweetness to it as well. I'm not sure what that sweetness is coming from, honestly. If I had to guess, I'd say there's vanilla somewhere here, but it's not in the notes. Yeah. Am I getting spice? Not really. No, I wouldn't say I'm getting spice. I'm definitely getting vanilla. 100%. Especially on the back. It is smooth and creamy and just a little bit sweet. This is a cuddly, fluffy, cozy scent, and again, a homey scent. One you would want your house to smell like. I think if you live in like Texas or somewhere in the southern US where it's hot through like October, this would be the one. This is homey and comforting and inviting and cuddly without screaming spice and cold weather. This one is suitable for cool weather, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't require cool weather. I really, really like this. That's gorgeous. I have this in my warmers right now. It's the first one I warmed. So I did order 2 sets of these Harvest Bars. One of them has already bitten the dust. It's in my warmers. So there's that one. And then last but not least, this is not part of the Harvest collection. This is Pink Leather. This is our August scent of the month. I didn't order the consultant kit, so I'm just getting this now. So the scent notes on this, I'll put them below, but I believe it was like strawberries and leather and maybe some musk or something like that. This is very pretty. The leather or the suede was scaring people. I'm not getting a whole lot of that here. It smells more like a suede to me, and a very soft one. I would say this is mostly a pretty creamy, sweet strawberry scent. I like it. Kind of perfumey. I think if you like Starburst Skies, you might like this. This is stronger than Starburst Skies to my nose. It's kind of like a cross between Starburst Skies and Cashmere and Corduroy to my nose. Kind of feels a little bit cuddly cozy like Cashmere Corduroy did. It's very girly. It's very, very feminine. I really like this. This would be beautiful for a bedroom. I think this might be strong enough for an open layout like mine. Depends on the size of your open layout. Mine is easy to scent. I have lower ceilings and not a huge space. My house takes scent very well. For my open layout, I would do this in the open layout. I think I'd prefer this in bedrooms as a scent, but I think this would be strong enough for my open layout. Your mileage may vary, but if you have like average height ceilings and that sort of thing, you might try this in a larger space, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a go and see, but I like this on cold. I think if you like those kind of slightly perfumey, very feminine, girly, cuddly, cozy, vanilla type base scents, kind of like Cashmere and Corduroy, you should probably check this one out. So of these 5 Harvest bars, there's a couple ways to get these. You can bundle and save these in the 6 packs, in which case you'd buy 5 and get 1 free of your choosing. It doesn't have to be one of these 5. Or you can just get like, say you only wanted 2 of them, get 2 cents, bundle them in a 6 pack, however you like, with other bars or with just more of these. Or you can get them with a little bag set. And the little bag set comes with 1 of each of the 5 and the little bag. And that is $25 US or $33 Canadian. So those are your ways to get them. I'm a fan of the bag myself. It's really cute. Again, is it practical? It's like the smallest bag in the world, so probably not super practical, but it is so cute. I'm a fan. But yeah, your other option again is to just bundle and save and say, get an extra of one of the bars you think you're gonna like as your freebie. Again, those are available September 1st. They are part of the Harvest Collection, launching the same time as the Fall Winter Catalog on September 1st. Frightfully Delightful will also be there. So you can't bundle that with these bars. These bars are a different price point than the licensed one. So you'll have to pick this one up separately or put it in a licensed bundle. But oh, this one, that is good. I do like that. Yeah. This one also kind of reminds me a little bit of Caramel Pear Crisp. Caramel Pear Crisp was a Bring Back My Bar maybe like a year and a half ago. It was, I think, like nectarine or peach or nectarine with like pear and like brown sugar and caramel. This reminds me a lot of that. Very, very rich and decadent. To me, I want to add more oats to this. I want to add some like apple and oats, or probably more likely oats and honey. Maybe even Crumb Top would do well with this, but I want to mix this with something more bakery. This is going to be a fun one. By far the most bakery of the offerings for Harvest so far is Frightfully Delightful. We do have a scent of the month coming up for September called Frosted Cinnamon Roll. I have ordered the consultant kit of that. I will get it sometime probably mid-month. I'm looking forward to that one. So that'll be bakery too. But here are the 5. So if I had to rank these in order of least favorite to most favorite, I'm gonna go, let me figure that out. If I had to go from least favorite to most favorite of the Harvest bars, we're not counting Scary Good here because he's separate. My least favorite, but still very good, is Dutch Apple Bread. Again, it is bakery, but it's not a bakery. This is a spiced apple scent in kind of a perfumey way to my nose. So Dutch Apple Bread, and I'm getting no real bread here. So the name is throwing me on that one. I'm getting no bread on cold. And again, these are cold thoughts. These opinions will likely change on warm. Dutch Apple Bread. Next we have Fall Into Love. This is a beautiful scent. It's just not my typical go-to, and while I enjoy it, I like the other 3 better. This is very pretty, and I think if you're a fan of pine tree scents or fresh type scents, you're gonna love this. This will be a must-have. It smells like about a solid medium on cold. Forever Fall. This is a lovely one. This is, again, a kind of a modern bakery. Not as edible as some. Less sweet than others, too. Has almost a hint of smokiness to it. Kind of reminds me of again, a kind of muted version of Scary Good. Less of that super, super sweet butterscotch note, but it does have maybe a bit more bakery to it. I'm getting something almost bready from this. It's almost like if you took Scary Good, reduced the butterscotch, and added some 3 Thumbs Up. It's kind of that bready pumpkin spice type scent. I quite enjoy that one. So that is Forever Fall. And again, at least a medium on cold. Cashmere Leaves, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This one may end up being a club bar for me if it performs well. That's beautiful. This is pretty from any time from like August, I would say, to like early to mid-November. It's beautiful. My husband said it smelled like campfire. I don't get that. He said it doesn't smell smoky. It smells like a campfire. What a campfire smells like in reality, not smoke. And I don't know what that means. That's him. But I'm getting no campfire. I'm getting depth and sweetness and warmth and something just kind of homey here. This smells like what you want your house to smell like. I think if you like blackberry spice, you might like this. This does not have the berry notes that that one does. And it's got a gentler spice profile than blackberry spice. But I really, really like Cashmere Leaves. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's hard to categorize. Like, I don't know what category I'd put this in even. Like, would it be woods? Maybe? Maybe woods. It's beautiful though. Highly recommend this one. And then my favorite, surprisingly so far, is White Pumpkin and Driftwood. Did not see that coming. It's gorgeous. It's unlike anything else, except for maybe a little bit like White Amber and Teak. But again, toned way down and really changed up and made kind of fallish with that pumpkin. There's a little bit of like, almost like pumpkin spice. It must be the cardamom that I'm smelling. It's not spicy, but there's like warmth here and like something almost just a wee hint bakery. But it's not bakery. It's like a woodsy type scent. These all are very complex scents. Very hard to describe. They're giving the YouTube Scentsy community a run for its money with these bars because these are hard to describe. Yeah, that is my preferences. These 3 could easily become club bars for me depending on performance. I'm a fan. These are good. I will say Cashmere Leaves is the lightest on cold to my nose, and followed by White Pumpkin and Driftwood. And then the other ones are all relatively, well, Dutch Applebird was pretty light when I first took it out. It seems to be a bit better now. But the other 2 are pretty strong. So that is my cold thoughts on the Harvest Collection and Frightfully Delightful and Pink Leather. I will now get to warming those so I can get some warm reviews out for you guys and let you know how they did in my house. Longevity, strength, all that good stuff. And then hopefully by maybe tomorrow, but probably Monday, I'll have the 10 new bars in full-size bars that I can warm and review for you guys. So let me know below if you have any ideas for what we can put in these little tiny bags. I'll hold it next to my head for like reference. They're very, very small. So what can we put in these little bags? That is it for today. Thanks for watching, you guys. I will see you in the next video. And I would love to know below also, which of these 5 bars you're most excited about, or do you plan on getting all 5? I would love to hear what your plans are with those. And we will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.